Welcome back to No Man's Sky Next, the Red Shirt Diaries. I'm Sci-Fi Guy Henry. Doing the same thing probably everyone else is. Doing the weekly event. I had an odd thing happen earlier where I collected 50 of the Hex Cores, hoping that I would get a big prize. But I got like 1,250. So I don't know what that's all about. If you get diminishing returns for the more you turn in or what. So we'll just keep getting more hex cores and see what happens after the next 25. I think I'll hand that in. See how many I get, because I had 2 left over and I handed those in and got 25 Quicksilver each for those. It's also worth it to take a little trip to the abandoned space station. That was pretty interesting. It was cool to see something like that. I hope that's something we'll see more of in future weekly events, is structures that we don't normally see, planet biomes we don't normally see. Even creatures. That would be. Because while the event is cool, it just adds another little element to have things in the game that you don't normally see as part of the event. I think. It just makes it more interesting, fun. Although I haven't gone to an abandoned space station in any other systems, they probably all look the same. Salvage tech. That is one thing that frustrates me about this event, is it takes you so long to find the buried technology, and then like every other one turns out to be, excuse me, salvage technology instead of a hex core. And then when you cash them in, you don't get as much as you think you would, so I don't know. Like everything else in this game, it's just in a state of flux. They're whether that's intentional or not the flux part, but the technology modules, the diminishing returns, whether that's something in flux. I got an any yet? I got one. Woo. In a way. Yeah, if you're a science fiction fan, you're kind of used to that. I mean, there's things... I'm a huge Star Trek fan, and there's a lot of things in Star Trek that you just got to give it a pass. You just got to go, okay, well, that was a sign of the times that they made the show, or you know, budget constraints, or there's always some little excuse. If you're a Star Wars fan, there's things that you have to give them a pass on, like Jar Jar Binks, or you know. And I guarantee you, whatever you into, whatever is your thing, it's Transformers, Pokemon, Battlestar Galactica, whatever. There's something about that form of entertainment whether it's books, movies, cartoons, TV show, something that goes against the grain of the core of the show, or something that was done in an extremely cheesy manner. And you're like, well, that's not right, but okay, we'll let him get away with that one. 2. I have 2. Only 23 more to go. I'll give you a couple about Star Trek Next Generation. Back in '93, when I was watching, I'm not going to be able to scan it from here, watching the first episode, the Farpoint episode of Next Generation, was actually at a house party, and I had to watch it later so I could hear the damn thing. But it's going along, and it's, you know, a little cheesy, but to be expected because it's a syndicated show. Actually, the budget is, well, it was big for syndication, but it was still a pretty small budget. Then the credits come, and they use the same song, same theme song that was in Star Trek: The Motion Picture. I was extremely disappointed when I was like, what? And another thing is, I don't think I've ever mentioned this before to anyone. Carpet on a starship. Yes, it's supposed to be, the Enterprise is the Galaxy class, it's the luxury ship and stuff, but that just bothered me. And I don't know, this planet kind of looks like the one that was in the next trailer, which was also kind of like the one from the E3 presentation. Does Hello Games just kind of favor this kind of planet? Because it can't be the same planet because the fauna is all different. I thought I saw a shield for a second. Aha! Are we good? I thought we were good. Yeah, we're fine. That is another small thing that annoys me. I mean, you can see your sodium, your dihydrogen, your carbon, but what does your suit need? Oh, never mind. Right there. I was having a hell of a time looking for oxygen-rich plants not too long ago. I was like, what, did they take that out of the scanner now? But I was just too busy looking for the buried technology modules, the Hex Cores. And another thing I need to do, check chat. Sorry. Okay. Yo, buddy. No, I just realized seemed to be a lot of whining going on in this episode. I apologize for that. I'm in the middle of doing dishes, letting some stuff soak, so I'm just, I don't know. That might have something to do with it. These dishes are not fun. You know what we should do? We should play frisbee golf today. After you pick up the stuff in the yard. Five. Only 20 more to go. Ooh. Being that close, it'll probably be a tech mod. Oh, I guess I did need that. Damn it. There you are. Just like that. Oh, also earlier I was at the abandoned space station, and the terminus is working, but you need to have a base put down, and that's why I'm guessing everybody has thrown bases down here. But I could not put a base down. I don't know why that is. If there's a cap on how many bases you can have, both on planet or in your personal. Anything closer? 243. I wish you could have more than one marker. That would be handy. So it's across the lake when I get there. Hey, Cuked Thin Boy's on. How you doing? Excuse me. Hex Core. So, what time is it in your neck of the woods? It's got to be getting pretty close to about 8 o'clock, I would guess. Did show. Cool. Just after 9. Hey, I was close. Oh. Don't need to talk to you. Yeah, I kind of assumed from the last time we talked that you're in the UK. Is that correct? Bee Gees. Just taking a break. Yeah, I was on for about an hour after I got up, and then everyone else started taking naps. So I figured, well, I'll get back on. So I was on for another hour and a half, did all my frigate stuff, and came back here. And now I'm on again while I'm letting dishes soak. Oh, yep, UK. It's kind of funny, while I was doing dishes too, I was watching a YouTube video by Minty on 10 Things You May Not Know About Doctor Who. So really the only goal for today is getting more hex cores and try to buy all the stuff. Because there's how many days left? 2 days left. Almost 3. At least it was. What does that mean? Oh, you mean Minty. Yeah, all I've ever seen is his top 10 list, and I don't know, or 10 things you may not know shows. And I think a lot of those are kind of old, so I haven't seen anything recently. It actually just popped up in my recommendations. I'm like, yeah, we'll check that out. Oh, Doctor Who. I don't know. I've stuck with it. I have my trepidations about the new season, but I don't know, I'm certainly willing to give it a chance. A lot of the shows where they've feminized them, for lack of a better term, they've been all right. I mean, the Ghostbusters is okay. I do actually want to see Ocean's 8. I don't know. And it had been discussed previously in the show where either he had or other Gallifreyans had changed sexes. Well, Missy was the master, so I guess that was kind of a warning shot for events to transpire with the new Doctor. So which is your favorite, Cuke Thin Boy? Which Doctor? Oh. Just about to give up the search and found 2 more. They're all over the place. We'll go there first. Peaked with Matt Smith and Amy Pond. No issue with the female Doctor. Oh, well, that's good. That's good. Open-minded. I like that. Matt Smith, yeah, I did like the 11th. 10th was probably only slightly more favored by me. It was just his off-the-cuff, flippant sense of humor. And Peter Capaldi I thought was going to be great, but it... with the showrunner kind of stepping out the door before he actually did, the writing kind of suffered, I thought. Although there were some great scenes with Peter Capaldi. Playing the guitar on top of a tank. What other Doctor would do that? Well, actually, probably several would have done that, but... Capaldi okay, but yes, let down by the writing. Yeah, absolutely. Now, what about companions? Because during that 10 Things You May Not Know About Doctor Who that I was watching, it made me remember how much I enjoyed, oh God, I forgot her name. The redhead, Donna Noble. Donna Noble's in the library. she was a lot of fun. And definitely just as sarcastic as the 10th Doctor. And, oh lordy, sorry, I bumped the mic. God, I forgot her name, too. The actress was, Freema Agyeman. Damn, do you remember who? Miss Pond, awesome. Actually, we have 3 cats. One of our cats, my son, named Amy, after Amy Pond. So I got... Whoa, what? Wait, what? Oh, 11. Halfway there. Martha. Yes, Martha. Oh, she was... lovely. Oops. Definitely need some upgrades for my mobility in the suit. Yay! Now we're well, still almost halfway. Not at all. I don't mind change in the show. I didn't have a problem when Capaldi had the glasses instead of the sonic screwdriver, but apparently other people did. I mean, it really made more sense. He always had it with him. He could see things. Just seemed like a better setup. Although they should have gone with, I think they should have gone with a different style other than the classic Ray-Bans. I'm sure that's the theme they were going for with Peter Capaldi and his kind of rock star thing he had going with that particular iteration of the Doctor, but if they had something a little more unique, they could have marketed it better. And people would say, those are those shades, instead of, Ray-Bans. Not doing so good in the searching. Although it is a lovely planet. Perhaps we should build a colony. A female doctor with a sonic screwdriver could be interesting. I don't know if I got time to build a colony. I just kind of play in spurts. And there are actually quite a few bases already on the multiplayer planet. What is the name of this place anyway? I keep forgetting. Ozine Gamma. And I've actually dropped bases on Cobra TV's Cult of the Atlas. He's got a hub. L Plays has a hub. Noobs in Space has a hub. Then there's the new Galactic hub. I think I've got the beginnings of a base on all of those. Oops, hey. I'm dying. That is another thing that was slightly, I don't know about disappointing, but it was an opportunity missed. It could still happen later on, but it's nice that they have the Galactic Atlas map, and now it's updated, I guess. They said they updated in the patch notes for 1.58, but I haven't checked it out yet. But more hub integration in-game, where if you joined a particular hub, you could go to like your Discoveries tab and see who's where in the hub, or who from the hub is where, stuff like that. Which I guess you can still do from, well, from your start screen. It'll show who's online and you can join their game and all that. Okay, we only need a few more. I built one in the Noob Nation. Noob Nation. I haven't been there in a while. I'll have to check that out. Is it Cuke Thin Boy Base, or do you have it under a different name? Where do I want to go? And I know the message keeps saying go anywhere and look for buried technology modules, but it wasn't working on my home planet or on my home system, any of the 3 planets in that system. So I came back here. I kind of curious if it's worked for anyone else, if they've ever found hex cores outside of this planet. Actually, this system, I haven't been in the other planets in the system to see if they have them. Yep, Cuke. The strange thing is there are other bases, but they don't always show up. Yeah, I get that too. The online discovery services is still weird. Which I guess is kind of why they did something like this for their first multiplayer event, because it doesn't require that good of a connection. I mean, you can still see orbs, which is fine, but there's not a lot of player interaction in this thing. It's actually almost kind of a competition. Everyone's looking for the same thing. And I don't know if I find one whether there's a limited amount on the planet, and if like you and I see the same one and you get it first, if I can't get it, whether it's that. I'm assuming not, since we're orbs. I don't think they've got the simultaneous world thing going on in this one. When you find your first 25 hex, you can find them everywhere. Yeah, say it told me that, but I couldn't find them on any other planets. In my system, at least. I didn't go to any other systems, just went there and here. Ah, there's one. Nope, you can follow other players and dig up the same hex. Oh, that's actually not a bad idea. Just go out in a group. Everyone gather the same ones. And then if somebody already has everything from the... What is he called? The quick silver vendor. Say if one player in the group already has everything from him, he can just give up the hex cores to another player in the group. Excuse me. Did I pass it? Oh my god. Oh, it's the wife. I better take this thing. Hello? Hello? Hi. Oh god. Okay, that's all sorted.
Should I unmute it?
Yeah, I think I unmuted it. I went towards...
Up?
Yeah, up. I lost where my thing is. Ah, right there. Did I screw something up? I might have screwed something up. Ah! Oh, shit. That's... Well, they certainly did pick a hilly and mountainous planet. Which, I guess you would for a situation like this. It certainly adds to the challenge. And I also need life support upgrades. How much oxygen do I have? Not very much. Oh, we're all right. Surfing. Oh, come on. How many do I have now? Still only 12. I got tons of salvage tech though. Okay, we'll do one more. God, it's on the other side of the mountain. This reminds me of Skyrim. Did a lot of mountain pass shortcuts. Creeping along the side of mountains. I have 13. Now we're halfway there. So, if I can summon my ship. Yeah, I can. I was having problems not being able to summon my ship earlier, too. And can I drop a base here, too? Because I couldn't do that earlier. Yeah, can't put a base on here. I still don't get it. I don't know why. Oh, let's get those two knowledge. Excuse me. Tried and plans. They go together. Okay, quick restore point, and I gotta help unload, so thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe. Oh, out down in the descriptions I also have links to some Spotify playlists I put together for No Man's Sky, and a link to the Android version of the crafting assistant. Little thing to help you out. I didn't make it, but it's helped me a lot, so I figured you guys could use it too. So, yeah, we'll cut it here. Thanks, and live long and prosper.